Hello and welcome. You're watching Express News with me, Nancy Kohli. Let's take a look at the top stories of the day. Home Minister Amit Shah speaks with the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, reviews the situation and offers all the requisite help. Home Minister Amit Shah has also spoken to the Odisha Chief Minister and reviews preparedness. He reiterates that the central government is ready for any support from the central government to both the affected states. Cabinet Secretary chairs meeting of the National Crisis Monitoring Committee. Apart from the readiness of the NDRF and the Defence Forces, Power and Telecommunication Departments directed to be ready with emergency response. Cyclone Amphan intensifies into a super cyclonic storm and is likely to move across northeast Bay of Bengal and cross the West Bengal and Bangladesh coast between Digha and Hatia Island on the 20th. The Met Department issues heavy rainfall warning for several districts across West Bengal and Odisha till the 21st. The super cyclonic storm moved nearly northwards with a speed of 14 km per hour and lay centered over west central Bay of Bengal, about 520 km nearly south of Paradeep at 5:30 in the morning. Fishermen have been directed to not venture into the sea or be anywhere near the coast till the 21st. There is expected to be diversion or suspension of rail and road traffic. People in the affected areas advised to remain indoors. Movement in the motor boats and small ships is also not advisable. Odisha government has put 12 districts on an alert, arrangements in place to evacuate 11 lakh people. Director General of the National Disaster Response Force says that 10 NDRF teams have been deployed in various districts of Odisha. 10 additional teams have also been put on a standby. Odisha Special Relief Commissioner writes to collectors of Balasore, Bhadrak, Kendrapada, Jagatsinghpur, Puri, Khorda, Kattak, Jajpur and Mayurbhanj on the evacuation of people to safe shelters while taking care against the spread of COVID-19. In West Bengal, the North and South 24 Parganas, East and West Mednipur, Havda, Hooghly and several other districts are likely to experience light to medium rainfall due to the cyclonic storm. Some far districts are also likely to experience heavy rainfall. The administration has made all the arrangements to deal with any emergency. Special control rooms have been established. The state disaster response teams have also been deployed. The NDRF teams was also spreading awareness amongst people. The Met Department of Bangladesh forecast has said that the cyclonic storm is likely to move in a north-northeasterly direction to make landfall late night on Tuesday to afternoon or evening of the 20th. Bangladesh is bracing to face super cyclone by preparing for evacuation of around 18 to 20 lakh people from the coastal area starting today. Amphan is the first super cyclone to hit the region in the last 2 decades since a super cyclone hit Odisha in 1999, causing widespread damage and loss of life. The super cyclone Amphan is now being continuously tracked by the Doppler weather radar at Visakhapatnam. Cabinet Secretary has directed that all the necessary measures to be taken to complete the evacuation of people from low-lying areas in cyclone path and maintain adequate quantities of essential supplies such as food, drinking water and medicines. Agencies have also been directed to prevent the disruptions to power and telecommunication services. Free facility of targeted SMSs to warn the people of the cyclone and the intra-circle roaming is to be provided. The ships in the Paradeep port anchorage area have been moved to safer places in deep sea, keeping in mind the impending cyclonic storm Amphan in Jagatsinghpur district. People in Sandakud coastal belt near Paradeep have been shifted to a cyclone shelter in view of the impending cyclonic storm Amphan. It's in Jagatsinghpur district. The active cases of COVID-19 in the country stands at 58,802 with 3,163 fatalities so far. 39,173 people have recovered from the pandemic. Maharashtra remains the worst hit state with 35,058 confirmed cases. Gujarat and Tamil Nadu are the two states that have reported more than 11,700 cases, while Delhi has reported 10,054 cases. Ladakh is free of the active COVID-19 cases. There is 100% recovery and no active cases reported since the 3rd of this month. All the 43 confirmed cases of COVID-19 undergoing treatment in Leh have recovered from the deadly virus. A week after Kargil district declared COVID-19 free, Leh district has also become free of COVID-19 virus. The Home Affairs Ministry has issued revised standard operating procedure on the movement of stranded workers by the trains. And in the SOP, it's been said that the states will have to share requirement for the trains with the Ministry of Railways and will have to make suitable arrangements for sending and receiving people. The permission will be thereafter given by the Ministry of Railways in consultation with the Home Affairs Ministry. Train schedule, protocols for entry and the movement of passengers, services to be provided in the coaches and arrangements with states and union territories for ticket booking should be publicized by the railways. The Home Affairs Ministry has also said that health protocols must be strictly followed, including the maintaining of social distancing while boarding and deboarding the trains. Home Secretary has written to Chief Secretaries of all the states to take steps to mitigate the distress of migrant workers. The Home Secretary has also suggested a number of measures to be implemented, including operation of more special trains by proactive coordination between the states and the Railways Ministry. They have also been asked to run more buses for smooth transport of migrant workers and create the rest places with food for people on foot till they are guided to bus or the rail stations. The Home Affairs Ministry has also urged to dispel rumours and give clarity on train and bus departures. Stranded Indians continue to fly back to the comfort of their homeland through Vande Bharat mission. The latest special flight arrived with the Indians from Doha to Kozhikode. The special flight was carrying around 180 passengers from Doha, landed at Kozhikode. Special flight from Abu Dhabi also brought back 173 passengers and 2 infants to Kochi. The passengers included 21 persons with medical emergencies, 41 expecting women, 79 persons who lost their jobs and 19 stranded tourists. This is the 4th flight to Kochi during the second phase of the Vande Bharat mission. 2 passengers who showed COVID-19 symptoms were moved to the COVID-19 hospitals. Earlier, 169 Indians were evacuated by Air India flight to Kolkata. The passengers on this flight included 73 students, 16 elderly people, 45 stranded tourists, 16 cases of medical emergencies and 1 expecting women. In West Bengal, after completion of quarantine, they will travel to their homes spread across more than 20 districts. The Air India flight carrying 169 stranded passengers left Dhaka for Srinagar. The flight carries 167 students and 2 elderly people. There are 119 female students among the evacuated passengers. 6 special flights from the Gulf countries of Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain and Qatar will bring back more than 1,000 distressed Indians. There are 2 flights from Saudi Arabia. There is a flight from Riyadh to Kozhikode and the other from Dammam to Kochi that will carry around 150 passengers each on the flight. The Dubai-Delhi flight is expected to take back around 179 people, while the flight from Kuwait and Doha will take back around 350 people to Kannur. The flight from Bahrain is expected to take back around 179 people to Hyderabad. Priority is being given to distressed blue-collar workers, medical emergency cases, expecting women, stranded tourists and elderly people to go back on these special flights. More than 40 flights from the Gulf countries are being operated during the Phase 2 of the Vande Bharat mission. Air India 1317 Manila Mumbai Visakhapatnam special flight is also scheduled for today. To provide relief to the migrant labourers, Indian Railways continue to run the Shramik special trains from all parts of the country. More than 1,400 Shramik special trains have been operated so far. Since the 1st of May, around 18.5 lakh migrants have been ferried home. Railways Minister Piyush Goyal, in a series of tweets, said that he had spoken to the Odisha, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh governments and they have all assured him that they will permit more trains to the respective states. Railways Minister Piyush Goyal said that in the case of Odisha, migrant special trains would have to be suspended due to Cyclone Amphan. The Railways Minister said that Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has given the assurance that the state will give permission to run 50 Shramik special trains per day. The minister also held discussions with the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister and expressed happiness that Yogi Adityanath has approved doubling of the number of Shramik special trains for the state. Another special train with 1,520 passengers departed Goa's Madgaon railway station for Rewa in Madhya Pradesh. Last evening, another train with 1,290 passengers left Goa's Karmali railway station for Haridwar. Union Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri says special microcredit facility for nearly 50 lakh street vendors to facilitate easy access is being launched. The minister was announcing results in respect of the garbage fee star rating. In Patna, folk artists are making reusable face masks with Madhubani and Manjusha paintings done on them. The cotton masks are being supplied in the market at the price of 80 to 100 rupees. In Jammu and Kashmir, the Department of Agriculture is providing facilities amidst lockdown for wheat procurement in the far-flung hilly areas of Rajouri district. The aid comes as a relief as stagger shifts and less attendance due to lockdown have slightly affected the working of the different industries. In Uttar Pradesh's Agra, a good initiative is being taken by the Agra police as they distribute shoes and slippers to migrant workers. In a goodwill gesture, the police department set up the stalls providing shoes and slippers to migrant workers who are returning barefoot to their hometowns. US President Donald Trump has once again thanked the World Health Organization, saying that it had done a very sad job in the handling of COVID-19. US President Donald Trump says that he would issue a statement about WHO in the near future while considering slashing or cancelling US support. New Jersey, hardest hit by COVID-19 after its neighbor New York has allowed non-essential retail businesses and non-essential construction to resume operations beginning yesterday. A region in the western corner of New York that includes Niagara Falls will become the 6th region in the state to start reopening from today after clearing a final hurdle related to contact tracing for COVID-19. New York accounts for one-third of the nearly 90,000 Americans who have died from COVID-19. Over 15 lakh people are confirmed to be infected, while over 2.8 lakh have recovered. The global tally of confirmed COVID-19 cases has crossed 48 lakh with over 3 lakh 18,000 deaths. Brazil now has 2.5 lakh cases of COVID-19, the third highest in the world, surpassing UK, Spain and Italy. France has reported a small dip in the daily tally of COVID-19 deaths, though it also saw a slight uptick in the confirmed cases a week after the authorities started easing the lockdown restrictions. In Spain, restaurants and cafes on Valencia seafront promenade set up their terraces to reopen their businesses. Museums also opened in Spain for the first time on International Museum Day as the region entered in phase 1 of the de-escalation plan over the COVID-19 emergency. Spain's health ministry has announced that the Valencia region would progress to phase 1 of the government's 4-phase de-escalation plan to exit one of the strictest lockdowns in Europe. China's foreign ministry says it is premature to immediately launch an investigation into the origin of the spread of COVID-19. A resolution will be put forward today if it gains backing from 2/3 of the 194 members of the World Health Assembly, the governing body of the World Health Organization. The authorities in Bogor of Indonesia's West Java island moved to close a popular local market for violating social distancing norms. Police arrived at the Pasar Anyar market, a large traditional bazaar, when it was crowded to the brim with shoppers on Sunday afternoon. They made announcements via a public address system warning vendors to close before physically forcing them to shut. Bogor is categorized as a red zone by the federal government for its high rate of infections. After a 10-week lockdown, Italian shops, salons and restaurants finally threw open their doors as the country sped up efforts to bounce back from the crisis. Romans finally re-enjoy the simple pleasure of drinking coffee and eating a fresh croissant at the bar. Australians in the country's most populated state of New South Wales begin their first full week of loosened COVID-19 lockdown measures this morning. Bangkok traffic returned to normalcy, which is now seen at the popular junctures as the country entered its second phase of easing measures. The flagship store of one of Japan's most renowned department stores, the Takashimaya, reopened its stores in Tokyo. The staff in mask and face shield offered hand sanitizer as the first customers arrived at the Nihonbashi Takashimaya shopping center. And with that, it's a wrap on the Express News. Thanks for being with us.